think hope really is a multifaceted concept and contains all of those swaths of color and intimacy within it, so fragile and yet so gritty and determined. So I think it holds everything and all of the above.
This is an image that was taken maybe a few months before the last semester of my graduate school experience. The first video and dance anything I was able to make after COVID hit. And so it let me know that something was possible and performing was still possible. And this was a moment where we all feel safe to take our masks off and take pictures. So that's one of the reasons it gives me hope.
Yeah, so what is hopeful to me is the art of storytelling. And to me, we have all these individual stories, but once we put them together, it's a beautiful mosaic of lived experience.
The fact that my partner got me this book makes me hopeful that I can continue to incorporate my culture with my queerness and my transness, and that it's not an either-or situation. And I'm really excited to learn how to cook these recipes and have my partner try them.
I chose this image because it gives me hope to make these drawings and to be in the kind of safe space that I arrive at when I'm working on them and when I'm imagining them and cooking up ideas and shapes.
Really, it's hard not to just look at the state of the world and be like, how do we keep going? And I really do think that hope is, I think in a world that is running out of resources, I think hope is not one of those things, even though it feels like it sometimes, if that makes sense. Hope is something that can be created, and I think we create it with each other, and I think that's something that, big picture, we can't lose sight of, is that just being able to give that hope to each other, being able to create those special moments for each other, and really push each other to keep going, I think is the big picture of hope for me.
I chose this image because it was created in a low mental point for me. And it just reminds me that I can still come back up from that and I can create something beautiful out of it. And no matter how low I feel in that moment, there's still hope and happiness at the end of the tunnel, essentially.
Tarot is just one of the tools that I kind of use to just connect with the universe, my spirits and my ancestors, and the sun represents me. It's a Leo sign. It stands for hope, of course, but it also stands as a constant reminder that I'm going to be great and successful and do all the best things that I want in life if I just believe it.
It's my vision as an eco-feminist queer person to live without the structures that hold us down and to care for the earth.
Contemporary concept of smart cities is something that intrigues me, from the sense that if we change our surroundings by respecting the environment further, by adapting to the technology and finding solutions for all the communities, for all the ages, for all the groups, and make them sustainable, I think it's the change that we need.
I chose the semicolon tattoo mainly because of the chaos in the world, and I had become so depressed. I wasn't being accepted at work, but when I look at that tattoo, I see that my story isn't over, and each day we're growing as a nation. Right now we're divided, but I hope in the future that we all come together in kindness.
I chose this image because I got this tattoo as a reminder that I'm still here and I'm still going, and I'm making a lot of amazing changes to myself as a person, and kind of just out in the community, looking at hope and in the bigger picture, I really see, you know, people helping other people for the good and leaving some of those little things, those little disagreements and things like that behind, and really just trying to come together and help each other.
This is the first big job that I actually got to do as a stage and light designer in Peru, and it was the first time that I felt really proud as a queer artist. And I had a bunch of and a full team with queers, so it was great, and it was great working with teenager queers that wanted to learn more and do stuff, and that gave me a lot of hope. The first thing that I would like to feel is truly safe, and then that I can, with this feeling safe, also that we learn and we process and understand that we will function better as a community, and that if we have each other and we support each other and we are not judgmental with stuff, that would probably make a better road for all of us. Because I'm guessing I'm not the only one wanting to feel safe or wanting to express myself more.
I chose this image because my family represents hope for me, because they taught me how to love. My family is a source of joy for me and a source of comfort. They taught me how to love myself and how to love others around me. I hope that everybody can fully realize themselves, be who they want to be, love who they want to love, go where they want to go, live where they want to live without borders or walls or anything that prevents them from doing that, either internally or externally. So I hope we can build a world where folks love each other, folks feel in community with each other,